under the sea.
Waiting in the water are the bones of our sons and daughters.
On high tide, skeletons skate onto shores.
At young, we're taught the rules.
Run when it rains.
Cover your head.
Black bodies have always known struggle when it comes to
water. And textbooks won't dare to whisper how slave masters ensured that their niggas never learned to swim.
to freedom.
Myrtle Beach currents tried to capsize my sister.
In this cemetery disguised as an oceanic playground.
I was the middle passage between ashes and holiness.
An oil spill of our family polluted the water.
I, my sister's keeper, sacrificed my breath to keep her afloat.
He sank to the bottom to raise me.
But something raised me, palms on the soles of our feet. Ancestral ghosts wouldn't allow the sea to swallow us whole again.
After Yemaya, African goddess of water, gave birth to the 14 Orishas, her water breaking caused the great flood that created the ocean. After my own mother's water broke, she named me Morgan. It means of the sea.
Underwater is where she hoped I'd learn to
free. But when my father told me the truth of my conception, that they drowned themselves in liquor on homecoming night, it was then that I realized I was gifted this name so that I'd never have to know what sinking felt like.
In the 5th grade, swim class was a gym requirement. My predominantly white classmates gathered around the edge of the pool. They wanted to watch as I disproved the myth that there is no buoyancy in black boys. I saw the congregation of hazy white ghosts gleam down at me. Felt my skin tighten and twist.
In 1964, a white hotel manager poured acid into a pool in which blacks were staging the St. Augustine swimming.
Wonder how tight their skin got.
History with gossip of black bodies paving ocean floors like drowning family trees.
This is why waves taste like tears.
This is why oceans are salted. Black bodies have always known pain when it comes to water. I press my ear to an abandoned skull. Hear the thoughts of the woman who used to live inside of it, the struggle of screams.
They tried to tell me it was the sound of the ocean. I was holding a conch,
but they didn't know.
Yemiya's first gift to humans was a seashell in which her voice could always be heard, a reminder that
whether slave ships, fire hoses, levees, tears, black bodies have always known rebirth when it comes to water.
At young, we're taught the rules of float or flight.
When it rained, we never ran, we stood.
We covered our heads not in fear,
but in prayer. We have always been the middle passage between ashes and holiness.
Whether the graveyard at our feet
or our Savior's faith walking on water. No bullets, no fists, no chains, no whips can hurt an ocean. We are children of the sea. Underwater is where we have always learned to.
Up on the shore, they work all day. Out in the sun, they slave away. While we devoting full time to floating under the sea.